Farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning, I'm Elaine Wells, and welcome to Midwest Farm Weekly. In your news headlines over the past week, rain across most of Wisconsin improved our crop and pasture conditions. Farmers cut fourth crop hay and harvested oats and wheat in between rain events. Pasture condition rated 37% good to excellent statewide, and that is up 6% from last week. Winter wheat is now 95% complete. That's 5 days ahead of last year. The corn crop is headed toward dent stage with 9% of that crop already there. The soybean crop now setting pods, and the condition of that crop continues to improve. Another state is now reporting significant damage to the peach crop. Experts estimate Georgia lost 90% of its peach crop this year. Now farmers in Maine say their crop is a total loss. Sub-zero temps in February are to blame in that state. Buds were damaged and the peaches simply never bloomed. As Maine's winters have grown warmer, more farmers have planted peach trees and opened U-pick operations as a way to diversify. Consumers will find U.S.-grown peaches in short supply. You can expect to pay 50% more than a normal year. The State Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection is inviting producers to its annual nutrient management regional meetings. These events aim to share knowledge, updates, and tips related to the handling of manure. Continuing education units will be available. The meetings in our area are coming up August 29th at the James P. Coughlin Center in Oshkosh. You can register online through DATCAP. There are also several online training tools. If you'd like a link to those, head to the Midwest Farm section of wearegreenbay.com. An award-winning Wisconsin snack stick maker celebrated 75 years in business with a world record. Wenzel's Farm is based in Marshfield, and this month they officially earned the Guinness World Record title for the longest meat snack stick with a single and continuous Wenzel's Farm snack stick that measured 314 feet long. Though they are the first to set a record in this category, the farm needed to pass all of the guidelines to qualify.
They needed some help from us, since it was new to them as well. They've been very good to work with. It was a matter of reaching out, creating a contract with them, and then just establishing that relationship. They're very specific about how things are done.
The massive meat stick did not go to waste. Plenty of samples were handed out at the 75th anniversary party. The Farm Bill, which passed in 2018, is largely set to expire September 30th of this year. Lawmakers are holding listening sessions around the country, including this one happened in Wisconsin, to better understand farmers' needs. The new authorization will likely include spending on environmental and climate issues, trade, possibly topping $1 trillion. It impacts school lunches, food assistance programs, and will no doubt impact what consumers are paying at the store. Some farmers say a lot has changed since the last Farm Bill was approved, and they need help.
There's a third of the farmers today that there was 20 years ago. Consolidation has driven that. You've had to get larger to survive. And the larger you get, the more risk you have. The more risk you have, the more safety net needs to be out there. I would like more access to other markets. I would like better trade deals, those be strengthened, and we need our support system raised. Our support system was set in the 70s. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not paying the same money for anything that we were in the 70s.
Experts expect this new bill to last about 5 years, though a one-year extension would be possible as well, especially if lawmakers are unable to strike a deal. Climate change has been blamed for wildfires, droughts, and massive flooding, but it is also creating some new opportunities for winemakers. As CBS's Ian Lee reports, your next glass could come from an unexpected place.
Rows and rows of vines can conjure images of Europe's famous wine regions. But this is Sweden. These two French winemakers moved to the Scandinavian country to uncork its potential. She says the weather is more stable and predictable, unlike France, which has long hot periods with no rain and big hailstorms.
We want that this house and this production is going to be for the future.
Felix Arberg sees potential to put Sweden on the winemaking map. With warmer and longer growing seasons and none of the extreme weather, new varieties of grapes round out the country's sprouting industry.
So one of the best vintages for Champagne the last 100 years was 1996. And from a climate perspective, that would be 2021 in Sweden. So it's really going our way.
As drought and rising heat forced traditional wine-growing regions like France, Italy, and Spain to reassess their methods, Sweden is toasting its success.
And this is the frontier.
A frontier exploring a whole new territory in the world of wine. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Sweden isn't likely to challenge the big winemaking countries anytime soon. Its vineyards cover around 350 acres. Compare that to more than 2 million acres in Spain alone. Still to come on Midwest Farm Weekly, it was an all-abilities show at the Brown County Fair. We'll take you there for plenty of smiles.
Jeremy Hansen here from Fox Valley Technical College for Life on the Farm. And joining me today is TJ Swiczkowski. TJ, thank you so much for your time today. TJ, we're actually at the United Nation Farm, and tell me a little bit about what you do here.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, Jeremy. Glad to have you here today at Oneida Nation Farm. This is one of our winter wheat fields here out in the reservation, the Oneida Reservation. TJ Swiczkowski, your farm manager. We farm about 6,000 total acres. Of that 6,000 acres, we have about 2,000 acres of corn, 2,000 acres of soybean, 1,000 acres of hay, 700 acres of pasture, and then 300 acres of winter wheat.
Wow, so you have a busy job from day to day.
Yeah, we're busy. We stay busy. Along with the cash crops, we also run about 500 head of beef cattle, in which we sell quarters and halves. Along with selling some wholesale beef quarters and halves, we sell retail cuts through our farm store, along to some other Oneida entities, and then we have a buffalo herd of about 160 bison.
Right, so very impressive.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to talk a little bit about the field that we're in.
You bet.
And this was a winter wheat field, and you're just getting through all your cover crop establishment, correct?
Correct, yeah. So we combined about 320 acres of winter wheat here this fall. Yields were pretty good for the drought that we were in. We were seeing, you know, upper 70s, lower 80s for our yield, bushels per acre, obviously. So we were very happy with the wheat. It came off the field dry, so we had very little shrink at the mill. We were very happy to have little shrink on some good dry wheat with good test weight. So we were very happy with that. And yeah, like you said, cover crops here. That's one thing that we're trying to put in after all of our winter wheat. So that 320 acres of winter wheat, we're putting in a blend of cover crops. So this blend in this field is going to be about 40 pounds total, 3 pounds of winter or tillage radishes, and then the rest is winter rye along with some spring barley.
Right, and again, you're pretty much completed with that by now.
Yep, exactly. So we had our wheat harvest the beginning of August here. We retain all the straw off the field ourselves for bedding for our beef cattle, and then now we're just wrapping up planting our cover crops, exactly.
Well, and you have lots more crop acres, of course.
Yep.
Does anything else receive cover crops after harvest?
Yeah, so we work with a couple local dairy producers in that we're seeding down usually just straight winter rye after corn silage. So that corn silage is coming off October 1st, give or take, depending on the season. And then we're going in with this no-till drill, or otherwise we have a high-speed disc with a mounted Ganny box on it to airflow on usually 25 to 40 pounds of winter rye on after all of our corn silage, which usually ends up being about 1,000 acres of corn silage is gonna, get winter rye after it. Likewise, we do combine our soybeans. Some of our beans we plant at an earlier maturity, so those will be only like at 0.8 maturity. Those beans will plant in usually winter rye right behind them, or otherwise our beans or our corn silage ground will actually come in with next year's winter wheat crop. So even though that maybe isn't considered a cover crop to some, to us it is, because that green cover is there this fall and it's coming back already next spring, that we're getting that good cover, that good ground cover all season long.
Right, and that kind of leads to my next question is, why do you do so much cover crops?
Yeah, really, Oneida as a whole really works with several agencies along with ourselves, the NRCS, with some of our cover crop programs that they offer. But on a bigger picture, Oneida's environmental department taking a bigger step back and looking at the land and looking at how we can basically preserve the land that is here while still trying to make a profit off of it for the next crop season. And that's what we're trying to do.
And finally, TJ, tell me a little bit about this air seeder behind us. This is pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly. So this is John Deere N540C. So it's a no-till air seeder with 4 different compartments or 4 different sections on it. We can run really, and the reason we bought it is to basically no-till with it. It can run 150 all the way up to 450 foot-pounds of down pressure with it. So with that down pressure, we're getting those seeds in the ground where we're not just floating across the top, especially with a dry spring like we had this spring, or even right now planting these cover crops that we're no-tilling. This ground is pretty hard, so we had to get that seed to soil contact. So with that air seeder, getting that seed down in the ground with that hydraulic down pressure is huge for us, along with just a big drill. It's 40 foot. We can cover a lot of acres in a short amount of time and really do a thorough good job with it.
Right. TJ, very impressive. Thank you so much for your time
you
today.
Bet.
And
Yeah.
I actually learned something from you today.
Good,
so
good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So for Life on the Farm, I'm Jeremy Hansen.
All right, we're closing out the month of August here, and these are where the averages are heading to. 78 degrees for a high. We're slipping every single day now, losing daylight. 57 degrees our average low, and we hope to be right around 3.5 inches or so for precipitation. So far this August, we are lagging a little behind by about 1/4 inch in comparison to our averages. Again, this was as of Thursday. Coming in about 2.25 inches. You'd hope to be around 2.5. And last year we had a wet month up to this point, over the average already, coming in at just about 3.5 inches of rainfall. So that's been a hallmark of this summer. It's been dry, and the latest drought monitor that came out this week as well is highlighting that. You can see this extreme drought condition contour coming into Washera, Green Lake, and even into western portions of Winnebago County. Things improving a little up to the north of Green Bay, but still generally speaking we're abnormally dry, and there just isn't really a big hint that we're going to get into a wet pattern here as we go through the next at least 3 or 4 weeks. Down 1.33 inches on precipitation if you go back just to June 1st, and our precipitation outlook going in through the next 10 days or so, again, not showing a whole lot, right around 1/4 to 1/2 inch around the western Great Lakes, a little bit more up across perhaps the Upper Peninsula, but again, we're in an area in a weather pattern where it just is not going to be overly wet as we go through the next stretch of days and weeks. It does look like we'll get some tastes of fall here and there. The first one arriving here for this weekend, but then into next week, notice as we close out August, we'll be in the upper 60s to around 70 before we'll pop back up. September usually features some warmth. Notice as we look at the 8 to 14 day outlook there, the odds are as we go into September, we go back above average on temperatures, but we stay at or below normal on precipitation. Again, this would be through the first week of our new month of September, which is just right around the corner. Melaine Wells will be back with much more Midwest Farm Weekly right after this break.
Welcome back, and congratulations to the Brown County Fair on a new event. I was honored to host their first Futurity. This cow show featured 16 animals and exhibitors wearing formal attire to honor a tradition of elegant dress and showcase their outstanding dairy animals. One aspect that is pretty unique about Futurity is that breeders will be paying a fee and entering as calves. The calves grow and develop. The hope is that they will be growing into a strong dairy cow that looks well for the show. Because these entries are completed when the animal is a calf, exhibitors aren't quite sure what the animal will look like as it grows, so strong genetics play a very important role in entering animals for Futurity. The top cow at this year's show is Dancer. She comes from a line of very strong animals. Her grand dam is the famous 96-point cow, Covale Dempsey Dinah. Congratulations to all of them. Also at the fair this year, a chance for people of all abilities to enter the show ring. Nadia and Megan are here from Bayport FFA. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
You guys are getting back to school very soon, but you had a busy summer. How did this program get started?
So last year, well, first off, me and Megan are FFA officers for the Bayport FFA, and at our officer retreat last year at school, we were talking about events that we wanted to host, and we were like, oh, well, we're both really interested in showing pigs. That was my first year showing pigs, and then Megan showed for the first year last week.
Okay.
And so we were like, oh, what if we did a pig show with students with special needs? So we tried to host this event at the Brown County Fair last year, but we didn't quite have enough time to plan it, so then we were able to bring it to the fair last week.
My goodness, you kicked it off with a bang. We had some pictures you sent, and you had a lot of participants. Megan, what was it like to see people turn out for this?
It was a lot of fun. I like to see all the smiles on all their faces, and even on like the mentors, the people from fair that were helping out. It was just really cool to see the smiles on everyone's faces, especially the parents of the students with special needs. They were excited, and one of them was just so happy that their kid was able to have this opportunity that she was crying tears of joy.
Fantastic. It's to see the participation from the exhibitors as well. I'm sure they got a lot out of it too, being able to share their pride and craft with someone new.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about getting involved with FFA. Neither of you really had much of an agriculture background and joined FFA in high school. How did that happen?
Yeah, so I've always been had a strong passion for animals, and the agriculture industry I always thought was super cool. And so my freshman year, when I was reading through the book of club descriptions, I was like, oh, FFA looks like it was something cool. And then my friend, now our president, Chloe Voronchek, joined the club, and she was like, oh, you guys should join this with me. So then we both did.
Megan, kind of same story for you, right?
Yeah.
And being able to make an impact this fast, does it feel like you're on the right track?
Yeah, I definitely feels like we're on the right track, and we can't wait to make the event even bigger and stronger for next year.
I love that not only young people are doing this, but people who don't have a long-standing background with FFA. Why would you encourage people to get involved and try something new, even if it hasn't ever happened at their fair before?
Because I think that this event was an opportunity that changed lives, because not everyone gets this opportunity.
So we're already planning next year, right? I imagine. Yep. Okay, so what do you need from the public?
I guess just more supporters. We're going to be looking for new sponsors for next year, and people to come and watch and cheer us on.
Yeah. Well, turn around. One of you turn around. I got to see the back of your shirts, or both of them, because looks like you did already have some pretty good support from our community. What would you like to say to all the folks that made this happen?
We'd like to say thank you. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So thank you.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on a very successful first event. We look forward to this becoming a tradition at the Brown County Fair. You can connect with them through the Bayport FFA website or Facebook page. We'll have more details on ours. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Midwest Farm Weekly. The Sheboygan County Fair is coming up Labor Day weekend. We welcome the fairist, Jill Madsen, to explain a bit about why the fair is so special to her. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Congratulations on the title.
Thank you.
So Sheboygan, tell me about the fairist program. When is the fairist elected? What time of year?
Yeah, so we start the application process like around April. Okay. And then we have like a little meeting with the committee in May. Okay. Then we have a professional development day where we go over public speaking and radio ad in June, and then around the second week in June, the second Monday in June, we have the gala where we have an individual interview and a group interview. Then we have a stage portion where we have to give a 30-second radio introduction, a radio spot, and an impromptu question, and then they get selected right that night.
Well, congratulations on it's a pretty grueling application process. That's fantastic. Why are you passionate about the fair?
I just love the fair. The Sheboygan County Fair is one of my favorite places to go to in summer. It's one of that last hurrah before everyone goes off and do like their own little thing for the fall. Yeah. So I really do enjoy it, and I also love singing the national anthem out there at the Plymouth races on Saturday night, and during fair, during the demolition derby, I've sang it for, in the tractor pull.
And you also were an exhibitor.
Correct. I showed art in the education building up until middle school.
What would you like people to know about the fair itself? If they maybe haven't been to Sheboygan County's fair, what's the must-see?
Yeah, so our grandstand events, on Thursday we have the tractor pull. Friday we have something new. It's called the Dialed Action Sports Bike Show, where they do a bunch of stunts with their motorcycles. For Saturday is the IRA sprint car races. That's a big hit. And then the biggest hit that we have is the extreme bull racing and barrel riding. And it's on 2 days of the fair this year, which is on Sunday and Monday, because we sold out every year. We had to split it up into 2 days.
Congratulations on a popular event. No doubt food, always a highlight of the fair. What do you love to eat at the fair?
My favorite food is probably the walking tacos, which is right across the grandstand. I also love the cow pies, which is different than a funnel cake.
Yeah, what's a cow pie?
Yeah, it's a the batter is made different than a funnel cake.
Okay.
It's different in a way that the batter is made. I don't know exactly what it is. They haven't told me.
But it's deep fried goodness, right?
Correct.
That's all we need to know.
Yes.
Order the cow pie. We're looking at a number of other family-friendly activities. This is a great chance for families to come.
Yes, we also have the dock dogs every day of the fair. We also have the butterfly encounter every day of the fair.
Oh, wow.
And then we have the Dominguez Attractions, which is brand new this year. They perform every day of the fair, and they were shown on America's Got Talent.
And it's like aerial, right? Like
correct.
Cirque du Soleil aspect.
Correct.
Very
and they
cool.
have a big like light show and everything.
Okay. All right. So what do people need to know about tickets and parking and getting there?
Yep. So the Sheboygan County Fair is held in Plymouth, Wisconsin. It is Labor Day weekend, August 31st through September 4th. You can find information information at shebcofair.com. That's SHEBCO fair.com. And prices are $5 for adults, $2 for kids ages 10 to 14, and then 9 and under are free.
Fantastic. I can understand from a public speaking standpoint why you were elected. You're a fantastic representative, but what drew you to this position? Why did you want to be the fairest?
I just wanted to promote Sheboygan County as a whole. I really love living in my county. And I applied 2 years prior, but I never got selected. So I felt like with those two application process that I can grow more as a person and how to public speak. So then I took a gap year and then I decided to run this year, and here I am.
Congratulations. Well, go check out a very full schedule of events on the website. Once again, the Sheboygan County Fair is Labor Day weekend. Thanks for spending part of your weekend with us here at Midwest Farm Weekly.